Hello, my wonderful friends. Magik with you on another beautiful day in Asha. And I'm so excited because we're on Asha 4. And 4 is foundation. 4 is stability. And this is the foundation for the miracles of the masters, for Magik. And what do we want to create with this magic? Good. God, we want good life. We want health and protection and provision and peace and joy and good things, my friends. And that's what you can learn to create in your own life. And how do we do that? The statement says that we create with word. Now, word, it's a vibration. And it's important to realize there's two words. There's the original word, and then there's the false word. And we want to make sure that we're creating from the right word, the right vibration, not from the lie and illusion and the matrix dark system idea. And you know what? They have ideas that they call word. That's not good, not God, because it hates and it wars and it kills and it gets jealous and it gets angry and it gets violent. And my friends, man will never rise above his highest idea of good. Turn over to Asha 13 real quick, because I think it's important. Asha 13 talks about the original word, and here we want to create with word. If that's the foundation of Magik, we have to know what the original word is. So go to Asha 13 real quick. It says the original word is that all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from Him. Well, that's a little different than what we've been taught in the world religions, isn't it? And then it goes on to say, and get this is important. We're going to break this down. You're going to understand this in a way you've never seen it before. It says from this original word, and you remember what Asha 4 said, we create magic with word. It says from this original word is the spiritual world made straight and the material world brought into order. So that's what we're trying to do. That's our end goal, is to bring our material world into order. Asha is order. Asha is order and harmony. It's the perfect Creator's perfect idea. It's heaven on earth. It's all good God things. Now let's break this down. We're going to take it backwards now. So it says the material world brought into order. That's what we want. So how do we bring it? It says then we have to make our spiritual world straight. Okay, so to bring our material world into order, our spiritual world, our world vibration has to be right. Okay, how do we get that right? It says from the original word. What is the original word? It said all good comes from the Creator. And my friends, now we're going to look at the false word, because it's important to know, because this is what most people believe. The false word they think is the true word. Listen to this. It says the original word of false religion is that evil comes from the Creator, and in this false idea is all the evil that creatures suffer. We can end all suffering on this earth if we got rid of the false word. Now here's the problem. In the world religions, they teach you that the false word, that evil comes from the Creator, is the true word. Boy, that gets confusing, right? If your highest principle of good God can hate, get jealous, kill men, women, and children, and sacrifice little cute lambs, and blood sacrifice, and war, and you know, I mean, go in and kill the men, women, and children, and they had sex slaves. My God, Moses had sex slaves. They never talk about that in church. That's how he rewarded his soldiers. You know the story of Jephthah, where he told Jehovah, if I'm victorious and kill everyone, men, woman, and child, I'll come back and sacrifice the first person that comes out of my home. And he sacrificed his daughter to Jehovah. And that's their highest idea of God good. And you wonder why this world looks like a nightmare. My friends, man can't rise above his idea of God good. That's blasphemy to them, to think you're better than God good. And so the dark system has created a pretty low standard of what God looks like. He can be a trickster and get jealous and hate and kill. And so man stays locked in that, because that's the vibration, the word he's holding in his heart, and that's what he's creating. But we go back to the original word. My friend, what else could a perfect Creator have but a perfect idea, a perfect word, and it's all good, and no evil comes from it. And when we understand that, and then we align ourselves with that, we think, oh my God, that's who He is, and I realize I come from God, and I'm made of God, and that's who I am, and we align our energy and our word with that, and we start to create that, and it brings order and good things into our life. Oh, I love Asha 13. I flip back to Asha 4. I could go on forever on Asha 13. So Asha 4 says, create with word. And it says, these 4 powers are the mental powers concerned with forming. Magic, my friends, is all about mental power. Okay, you're not going to get a hammer and nail and make magic. It all is in the mind and in the heart and in your vibration and in feelings and emotions and intentions and beliefs and faith and trust, my friends. Number 1, it says temperance, self-restraint. Do not sin or think error. And this is so important. I hope you guys stay with me. Don't leave me. We have to take captive every thought. It says, do not sin or think error. Now, when we think of sin, we think of physically doing something, acting it out. You know, be it adultery or stealing or killing. That's the sin of acting it out. But it says, don't think error either. And remember what the Christ said. If you've even thought about committing adultery, you've already committed the sin in your heart. And so we have to take every thought captive, because those thoughts, they create a vibration and an emotion and a feeling and a word. And you're going to start creating in your life the wrong things. So we can't have sin or error in our thinking. So what do we want to do? We want to know only good, only God. If it's not love, life, peace, joy, kindness, goodness, order, harmony, Asha, then we don't want it in our lives, because we don't want to create that. We don't want to plant those energetic seeds and have that harvest in our life. Number 2, fortitude, strength in facing adversity, without fear, without doubt. This is so important, my friends, because when you worry and you're in fear and you're in doubt, worry is praying for the worst outcome, because that's what you're believing. You're worrying about it because you're believing that could happen, and now you're vibrating that fear and that doubt, and now you're in resonance for that thing you don't want. So we have to be strong, fortitude, strength in facing the adversary. Number 3, reason. You know how important this one is to my heart. Reason, a basis or a cause for a belief, which ours is, Asha, the highest truth. Why do you have to have a reason to believe? Otherwise, you're just hoping. You're just begging a deity in the sky. But that's not how we work in Magik. We have to stand strong and fortitude. And so what is our reason to believe? It's Asha, the highest truth. My friends, that a perfect creator had a perfect idea and a perfect thought, and that's the real above all real, my friends. And when you realize that, it gives you strength to hold on to it. And then, of course, energy, a source of usable power. God, the highest principle of good. So our energy source that we use, because you have to have energy. You're going to draw it from somewhere. So we're going to draw it from God, good, Ahura Mazda. The original monotheistic religion, Ahura Mazda, the perfect God that's all love, life, peace, joy, and goodness, and has no attributes of the evil spirit, my friends. That's that energy we're going to draw from, and we're going to align with that and take that God good and vibration and word into our hearts, and then we're going to create out of that place. And like, remember, we just did Asha 1 yesterday, and it said by cosmic law it will form. It has to, my friends. When you plant those energetic seeds, there will be a harvest in your life and in your world, my friends. So you can start working in this magic today by holding that original word, the all good God. So today, my friends, hold on to anything that's loving. Think of something you love. Maybe it's your children or a spouse or a pet or something that makes you feel love, and hold that vibration. And think of somewhere you love that's peaceful. And think about how you feel when you're in that place. Maybe it's up in a mountain or sitting on the coast watching the tide come in and out, and feel that peace. And then think of something that makes your heart smile with joy. And you're going to start aligning yourself. That's God, my friends. When you feel that, you found God. You're feeling God. You're experiencing God. God, and you're going to create God good, Asha, in your world. Oh, guys, I love you so much. We'll see you next time.